In the past 30 days, my Shopify store has done $750,000 in revenue. If you are struggling to get your first sales with Shopify, this video is for you. I'm gonna break down 3 key factors that I used over the past 30 days to generate that amount of sales that you can use to generate your first sales on Shopify. How's it going? My name is Dylan Pearson. I'm the founder of Ponder.com. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Super happy to have you here. And if you could do me the favor of subscribing and hitting the like button, it really helps out my channel and I greatly appreciate it. As I mentioned, I have 3 keys for you to start generating sales with Shopify. And I have them right here. So without further ado, here's exactly what you need to do to generate your first sales.
Before covering the 3 keys to your first Shopify sales, I want to take a moment to thank today's video sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by InVideo. InVideo is the largest and most diverse collection of over 4,500 video assets that you can use for Facebook advertising. They have an inbuilt media library of more than 1 million royalty-free images and video clips from premium sources like Shutterstock. InVideo is my choice to create high-converting video creatives that work. It has an extremely powerful video editor that's extremely simple as well, which allows 100% customization for every template that you see on the platform. Go ahead and click the link down in the description and use the code DP50 to get 50% off your InVideo plan today. And now let's get back to our video.
Don't worry about plugins. Don't worry about adding fake social proof. There's 3 things, and that's it. Simple. Now, let's break this down. The first part is market demand. Let me ask you a question. Did you validate the market before you started selling a product? If you, 1, said no, or said, what does that mean? That's a huge, huge concern. If you don't validate your market, I have huge concerns that you will ever be able to generate a sale. So how do you validate a market? It's very simple. All you need to do is go to trends.google.com. Type in your market. So if you are selling jump ropes or selling Nike shoes or selling something fitness, you would type in home fitness, you would type in workout, you would type in whatever industry you're in. Okay, electronics, iPads, speakers, whatever it may be, whatever the industry you're in, search it on trends.google.com. What you're gonna see is a trend line. You wanna make sure that trend line is consistent over the past 5 years in the USA. If it's consistent for longer, better. But what you don't want is the fidget spinner. So in trends.google.com, you can actually compare your market versus a previous market. Compare it against fidget spinner. What you're gonna notice is fidget spinners have a crazy trend line that goes way up and then way down. That's not what you want. You want a consistent line over time. If you see that, you have validated your market. Congratulations. By validating your market, what you're gonna be able to do is you're going to be able to hit a Facebook audience that's in demand. I'm assuming you're using Facebook ads to drive traffic here. Then you're sending that Facebook ad traffic to your Shopify store to generate sales. If you don't, and notice how market is the first key to all of this. If you do not have a in-demand market, these last 2 portions do not matter. So that is step number 1. Go to trends.google.com and validate your market. Step number 2, Facebook ads link CTR. Don't worry about $5 a day budgets or ABO versus CBO or horizontal scaling versus vertical scaling or all these ad hacks. There's no such thing. Anyone that tells you to do specific ad hacks is lying. This is how you validate your Facebook ads are going to perform. Look at your link click-through rate. Link click-through rate is the best judge of the alignment of your audience with your creative and your targeting. Think about it like this. If you have a 1% link click-through rate and 1,000 people see your ads, that's 10 visitors on your website. If you can improve your creative and your targeting to get a 5% link click-through rate, you're going to have 1,000 impressions and send 50 visitors to your website. If you have any sort of stable conversion rate, you're now going to be generating 5 times the amount of revenue just by improving your link CTR. So that is step number 2. Make sure your Facebook link CTR is above a minimum of 2. If it's lower than a 2, improve your creative, improve your targeting. And it's as simple as that. Once you get up to above a 2, above a 3, closer to a 5, and it's still not generating sales, well, now I have the final answer for you and the part that is going to start driving those sales. Step number 3 is optimized Shopify. What does this mean? Does this mean go find some cool trendy plugin that's supposed to drive sales? Absolutely not. What this means is improve your dang landing page. How do you do that? There's a free tool called Hotjar. Go ahead and install Hotjar onto your Shopify store. This is actually going to allow you to view your customers' screens in real time. Yes, it sounds creepy and it kind of is creepy, but you can get real insight into the customer's shoes. Speaking of customer shoes, be the customer. All too often when I'm doing these live streams or people in my full-time ecom program, they ask me to review their store. And I ask them a simple question. Have you went through your own store as though you were the customer? Would you buy your product from your website? The answer is no, you didn't do a good enough job. By using Hotjar, you can watch your customers in real time, create heat maps to see where they're leaving, where the drop-off is, and optimize your website. Go through your website from homepage to product page to the checkout experience. If any part of it makes you unengaged or disinterested, fix it. Just by doing these 2 things, you can figure out why people are leaving your website without buying. The next awesome thing about Hotjar is they have a survey feature. Let me ask you a question. What's the best way to get feedback from people that didn't buy from your store? It's to ask them. By creating a survey on your website that shows within 45 seconds to a minute, you can put a survey on the screen that says, are you going to buy today? Or is there anything from stopping you from buying today? If they hit yes, there is, you can ask them what. Quite often, you're going to get a specific reason that they're not going to buy from you. If it's the price, well, boom, now you know you need to improve your landing page, improve the copywriting, improve the imagery. You didn't do a good enough job convincing them that the price is validated. If it's feedback or social testimonials or reviews, well, now you know that you need to show that there's other people that enjoy using your product. If it's shipping times or return policy, well, now you know that you need to make your return policies, contact us page, and FAQs very blatantly accessible. By doing this, you're going to know exactly why people are leaving your website without buying, and you are going to start generating your first sales with Shopify. It's truly as simple as that. Don't get caught up with all of these plugins and ad hacks and all of these things that you're going to see on YouTube. You're going to get distracted from the real 3 key things that you need to do, which I promise you are right here on this board. Don't overthink it. Put the time in, put the work in, and you're gonna start driving sales. Let me know if you have any questions down in the description below this video. I'm always answering comments within the first 24 hours, so make sure to leave it as soon as you've seen this video to get it answered immediately. With that said, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe before heading out. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Dylan out.